1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, what's up, everybody watching 757 Hustle Show? My name is George. Saturday afternoon special. Got some stuff I picked up recently. Let's take a look. All right, up first. Let me get rid of this. For all my people looking to give gifts for Christmas, comic book fans, artists, we found this. Where do we find this? We found this at Ross. Ross is a discount store here in the United States. Oh, there it is. Originally, you could find it at $13. We got it for $8.99. The Art of Drawing comic books. Look out! Includes 64-page project book, two 32-page blank comic books, one sticker sheet, pencil, and 10 markers. Imagination not included. What's it say in the back? And it's a heavy box. It got some weight. Wham, pow, bam, kaboom. Learn everything you need to make your own comic book. You should do that. Create a comic book character and make a story. The Art of Drawing comic books, including a 64-page project book, two blank comic books, drawing pencil, markers, etc. To get started with step-by-step projects, drawing techniques, and tips for adding speech bubbles, sound effects, and setting up a scene. You'll be able to create your own storylines and comic book characters in no time. The possibilities are endless. What was that? Timu, Batman, and Robin? It looks good. It looks good. So that's one thing we picked up. I need to sip my coffee. Definitely. I don't know what's inside so far, what inside looks like, but definitely just from the outside packaging. Definitely a cool gift, for somebody who that young person in your life, child, nephew, or whatever, or niece, or your kid, husband. Hell, even if the female the female wants to be an artist, something she might be into, you know. So it's heavy. It's heavy, and it's got a they got websites, so it's a legit company. Quattro.com. Follow us on Facebook, and all the others. So, all right, that's one thing we picked up. Also, we also picked up this bad boy. Look at him, man. King Hiss. Now, this is not the original King Hiss. This is the mashup from Turtles of Grayskull. Yeah, that's right. Ninja Turtles and Masters Universe all teamed up, and I think they're doing Transformers right now. But am I still streaming? Am I still live? Just got a notification I wasn't live. All right, I'm back. Everything just dipped. Ah, that was scary. The lights flickered. All right, here you go. All right. So he regularly goes for $20. I think they sell them at a Target. I think they had them at Walmart. We picked them up for 12.99. King Hiss, mutated, disguised leader of the Snake Men. I never I have some Snake Men now from the original line, but I never had any original Snake Men. This is like my first modern. He's heavy too, man. His artwork. That is pretty wicked. Yeah, we're gonna bust this guy open today, definitely. We're gonna bust him open. That's a nice sweet guy. Some people don't like to open these things. Oh, look, he looks like one of the Foot Clan soldiers. Oh, look at this. What's going on back here? Look at it. You got the foot soldiers right there. You got King Hiss. You got Leonardo. What's that? Donatello up there. Michelangelo and Raphael. King Hiss has tried time and time again to lead the Snake Men to glory. Now that Strider has come to him with mutagen, King Hiss discovers that when combined with their toxin, the Snake Men can become the most powerful force on Eternia. The Reptile Wars. Stack torches to real mutated King Hiss, disguised as mutated foot soldier from Mattel. Empowering generations through play. Yeah, man, that's pretty wild. So this is at Ross. We picked these up at Ross. They're like a discount store, kind of like Ollie's, Ross. There's a Facebook page I see popping around now. They're calling it a RossCon, where everybody goes and gives a report. So, but definitely cool. Definitely cool. Speaking of like 80s, now I definitely never had these, and these are going to be great gifts. You know, if you want to like introduce somebody in your family into stuff that you were into, check this out. Even my wife was like, "Oh, I like that." We found. I mean, these are the modern versions, but the packaging they look tender heart bear heartable. It's soft. It's nice. You know, they had a cartoon. Get some stats in here. All right, so this one. I hope the kids don't see this for the because that's on. They're gonna know how much we pay for the gifts. $35. We got it for 18.99. So if you want to find a gift for somebody, this is great, man. It's good quality too. That's some good teddy right there, baby. That's some good teddy. Let me fix that again. Ah, that's some good teddy right there. Real good teddy. Yeah, feel that teddy, baby. Feel that teddy. You like it, the teddy, huh? They had another one, but I was not getting two teddy bears, two Care Bears. The warning label, microwave, eating. Who's gonna put this guy in the microwave? So who's making this? Cloudco Entertainment, Custard, London. Oh, it's imported. So there you go. That is Tender Heart Bear. So we continue. We're walking around Ross, and then as we're heading towards the cashier, I see this from the side. Right, I see this. Right, I just see just this sticking out, and I'm like, "What is that? Can that be a Rainbow Bright?" And Papa, look at that. That's pretty sweet. My sister had Rainbow Bright. My sister's 2 years younger than I am, so you know all this stuff was around me. As much as I had GI Joes and He-Man and all that stuff, she had the what they called back then the girl department. So she had the Barbies and the dolls and everything, Cabbage Patch. So she had Rainbow Bright. Rainbow Bright had a cartoon. I think Rainbow Bright actually had a movie also. Definitely gotta look into that. So 40 years of Rainbow Bright. What's it say in the box? Every world needs a hero. And Rainbow Land, that hero is Rainbow Bright. Kakemande bien des vents. Et dans pas le play. No, that's French. Todo el mundo necesita un héroe y un paisero. Include sticker sheet. Oh, collect them all. Each sold separately. The loyal subjects. All right, they got the loyalsubjects.com. 40 years. Rainbow Bright. Yeah, Rainbow Bright had a horse, a unicorn or something like that. If I remember. But another good score, man. Look at that. $14, 9.99 at Ross. Gotta get that sticker off. Yeah, man. These are great gifts. The packaging looks great. You know what I'm saying? Nostalgia. I don't know. All right, coming up next. This I ordered a while ago. I bid. So there's comics curing cancer. There's a video on our channel. Check that out. They do an auction to raise money. Their sponsor, all the money goes to American Cancer Society. I put a bid in. I've never owned a slab. This is what they call a slab. They take your comic book. Your comic book gets graded, right? They're grading this comic as a 9.6, and then they put it in this plastic casing, right? They call it a slab, or I call it a tomb, bro. Yeah. So once it's in here, it's the only way it's coming out is if you're busting it open. So, but this was for this was for a good cause. This is for a good cause. I lost my cousin to cancer. She was, barely mid 20s, and we lost her to cancer. So, you try to help out when you can, you know. And remember, a lot of the times it's not just about giving money, just sharing the information. Sharing the information helps too. So this is pretty cool though. This is my first one. I'm not into these. I'll admit. I'll be honest. I'm not into slabs. What's to say here? CGC. That's comic grading something. Universal grade. Things number one. So this is good for you people if your husband dies and he's got a bunch of these. Yeah, this is like the guaranteed solid price of the book. That's funny. That's funny. Look, it's even got the plastic wrapping around it. Yeah, so check it out. Comics Curing Cancer. They're on my page, and you can check them out. It's a yearly thing, but good people doing good things. All right, we've been doing the Hot Wheels thing around here, right? We're going to be gearing up some races, so we've been picking up some cars. And check this yellow birdie out, Tweety Bird Porsche 911. Look at that. Definitely want to see this guy going down the track. The track, you say? You see it behind me down there. You see the track? Oh no, you don't see it. I'm not on camera. This guy's definitely gonna be racing. And look at this. We got this Bato Loco right here. Fa, 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 fa. Fa, 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 fa. What's it say? I can't even read that. Custom 53 Chevy. Fa, 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 fa. Fa, 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 fa. Tiki time. So these guys, they're like evil little brothers, man. Oh, these guys are definitely gonna be racing. Look at this. Mr. Purple. Look at that. That looks badass. Concept car. But look at that guy, right? That's the purple. Here's his brother, Mr. Green. Yeah, these guys are definitely gonna be racing. Definitely gonna be racing here. And I don't know if you saw the last video. We got We had the DeLorean from Back to the Future. We had the Batmobile. We had Knight Rider. The Jeep. This is Jurassic Park. That looks pretty cool. 92 Jeep Wrangler Sahara. Dinosaurs not included. So, yeah, man, we're going to have some races coming up on the channel. So definitely hit like and subscribe. Speaking of which, if you're watching this on a replay, say hello in the comments. Somebody will get back to you shortly. Thank you for always supporting. I appreciate it. You don't know what it means. Just when you guys say hi in the comments, it's like Popeye eating his spinach. Gets everybody harder and stronger. Makes you want to do more. Wink, wink. All right. So we ordered some more books from my man Angel. I finally got some books from Angel from his Whatnot channel. I actually forgot what we picked up. Let's take a look. Yeah, these books are from Angel Hunter 72, I think it is. Angel Hunter. He's on Whatnot. He's been on my channel. Great guy. Funny as fuck. What I get? I got a Swamp Thing. Weirdo Comics. I don't think I've ever owned a Swamp Thing book. I watched the TV show. I watched the TV show. I watched the movies, even the cartoon. I don't think I ever read a Swamp Thing comic book. Here goes another Swamp Thing. He looks pretty wild right there. Issue 7. So pretty cool. All right, I got this because I loved the TV show Static Shock. Right, I loved it, which I need to go back and revisit. But so I saw this one. I had to pick it up. Milestone returns. Static season 1. So I had to pick this one up. He had this one. I snagged it. And he was bidding these. He was starting these at $1. Yeah. Now this is pretty cool. Check this out. Thunder. Yo, Dynamite has been coming up with some real cool titles, man. They're doing Dynamite's got Thundercats, Silverhawks. They got Thundar the Barbarian coming out in January. So Dynamite, you know, doing it, doing it from the side. That's pretty badass. Look at that. It's Lionel punching Mumra right in the fucking face. Yeah, I remember. Look at him. Look at him. No furry glove, nothing. Just a straight up Mumbra's like, ancient spirits of oh, my face. That's funny. The gummy kicked in. All right. Hey, that's pretty badass. Somebody mentioned that Thundercats are on Hulu and you can watch them through Disney Plus. I got Disney Plus, so I'm gonna have to check that out. Now, this next one I won. It was a giveaway. That's pretty cool, man. They do giveaways. So this was a freebie. Here's some old school. Look at that. Harvey Classics with Underdog. $1.50. This must be from the 80s, maybe 86, 87. But take down Underdog. I think they made a movie about Underdog also, right? This was pretty cool. This is a cool cover. Supposedly, this artist is hot. I saw one of his pieces went really, really high at a convention. So I figured let me get some of his artwork because God forbid something happens to him. I got a piece of it. No, I'm just joking. But I do got a piece of it. What's the artist's name? Scotty Young, right? Anybody in the comments, right? Scotty Young, 2024. Oh boy, bang hair day. Do you three go with styling clay gel mousse or just good old fashioned hairspray? Ah, yeah, Scotty Young is supposed to be like some artist. I'm out of it. I don't know who the modern guys are. I just, all right. We got some Ultimate Fantastic Four. We got some Marvel zombies going on in this one in here. So if you like Fantastic Fours, if you like Marvel zombies, you want to follow them. There's Marvel zombies in this book. We'll break it down eventually. So I think this book came out a couple of months ago. Last, you know, what I'm saying not that long ago, but that's pretty cool, man. Look at that. Spider-Man becomes the Juggernaut. That's awesome. Nothing stops the Juggernaut. Here's some classic Incredible Hulk. Man, I love old Hulk. Look at he's fighting. He's got Modoc and Mrs. Modoc. Just to goes to show you there's somebody for someone somewhere always. Look at that. Just got to be patient. Cabeza found Mrs. Cabeza right there. Yeah, man, it's some 80s Hulk right here. Dun, 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 dun. I want to bust that one open. I like looking at the old ads too. Remember the old ads in comic books? They're great. Now here's some cool Wonder Woman. Very cool picture. Very nice. Very cool art. Wonder Woman looks badass. The little girl looks badass, looking up to her. Wonder Woman, 2021 annual. Very good looking book. Oh, here you go. Some old school Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron. But the Chatter Rogue too, Red 2. Fa, 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 fa. That is badass. Old school Dark Horse comics right there. God bless Dark Horse. They kept Star Wars alive. They kept the Predator alive. You know what I'm saying? They kept all these franchises alive, like in the late '80s and early '90s. Oh, we got this book right here. Look at this beautiful foil cover. This will be a giveaway. I'm gonna give this one away. I plan to be giving this one away. So and make sure you hit the notification bell because the one day I'm gonna be doing just all giveaways. A lot of stuff I show you. One day I'm gonna be like, just go crazy, clean house. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. All right. Well, I've never owned a Harley Quinn book. So I've never owned a Harley Quinn book. That's a cool looking cover. It's weird how they make these covers now. So like minimal, not like nothing. I mean, sometimes they're variants and stuff, but black, white, redder. Harley Quinn number one. G, Mr. J. Oh, look at this. Wolverine. What happened to Wolverine? What happened? Wolverine was so badass. And then what happened? Then Venom came out, and then Carnage came out, and then 90s Ghost Rider came out, then Deadpool came out. All right, check this out. This is another variant cover. I gotta read these Thundercat books, man. Panthro. Now, this next one, I'm very excited about this next one. Yeah, see, I was pulling them out of the box. Check it out. Remember that cartoon? the X-Men cartoon, the same people that made the G.I. Joe artwork and the voices. Yeah, man. This is the where Wolverine had the Australian accent. It had Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Dazzler, Colossus, Cyclops is missing. Cyclops. Oh, there he is. Cyclops. There's what's the name? Kitty Pryde and Storm in the old style costume. Yeah, it's called the Pride of the X Men. I've I bought the Marvel was advertising. I have the cassette in the garage. Marvel was advertising this. It's a 20-minute episode, like a 80s cartoon in the comic books. I remember getting in my mom buying that thing for me like for $30 at one of the conventions in New York. She bought me that one, and we bought a bootleg of Dolph Lundgren's Punisher. Yeah, it was like, and if you don't know, fifth generation bootleg of a video cassette is basically just like of just waves, just like you know. But so I saw this Angel had this in his lot, and I'm like, I've never seen Marvel actually do any comic book promotion or cross promotion or anything, you know, for the cartoon. It was like a pilot. It was a pilot. And yeah, you're right. It was a pilot and it didn't go nowhere. It didn't go nowhere. So yeah, only 50 cents. So Marvel Age back in the day, Marvel Age it would tell you what's going on in comic books, what's going on in recent stories, maybe an article about a writer, you know. It was basically like a monthly, newsletter, website update, whatever generation you're from, you know, it would tell you everything what was going on. Look at a special preview of the X-Men TV show. So prior to this, we see the X-Men in Spider-Man: The Amazing Friends, right? They made a cameo in two episodes. I think two episodes. They did episodes in X-Men, and which came out in Spider-Man. And prior to that, they came out in the old 1960s cartoons. One episode that came out in the one with Namor and Doctor Doom, if I remember that. But what's up, my brother? I hope you're doing well. Look at that picture, man. Look at that picture, my brother. I need that. I need a picture like that, like in front of me. That's inspiration. Looking good, brother. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Yeah, I was just going through some stuff we picked up during the week. Definitely great gifts. If you got young ones out there, if you got collectors out there. So I don't know if you remember this, man. I was big into that '80s cartoon, and I was big into that X-Men stuff. So when I saw this, I'm like, I had to get it. I had to get it. Hey, hey, Scotty, have you heard the new Guns N' Roses song? Any thoughts on the new tracks? New music by Guns N' Roses. Yeah, I got to hear it yesterday. It's on YouTube, and I tried. I was gonna do a video on it, but the copyright kept hitting me. So and definitely not for me. That's all I gotta say. Ah, but yeah, man, I was so damn excited about this finding this book. So, and not only that, it's in good shape. You know what I'm saying? It's in good shape. Look at that. There's some '80s Iron Man right there. What year is this? The year is, does it say 86? I'm out of focus. Even with my glasses, I can't read it. That says 1988. 1988. Look at this. Explains. Look, behind the scenes exclusive report of making of the animated X-Men. Oh, that's pretty badass. Look at that. See, they would tell you. See, this is pretty cool. You couldn't afford. I mean, in 1988, look at that, 50 cents. In '88, books were already a buck 25. I know some books were already $1.25. That's why they're like still only 50 cents. But think about it. You're collecting Marvel, you're collecting DC at the time. Maybe you're collecting, some other company, but you had to pick and choose. So this was a good thing to like, oh, they have people talking, Marvel Age coming up, So this was like a good thing to get to know what was to know what was going on. Found out I had a checklist to make sure. Hey, you're missing out. Go get the stuff. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Look at that. That's the Hulk. That's a McFarlane Hulk. Speaking of McFarlane, we got a video out. We had the great Ray Lum. He did some magic for us, and one of his buddies was in the audience. He was an inker for Image Comics, so that's pretty cool. We look forward to have Mr. Chance Wolf on the program soon. But yeah, man, that's a McFarlane right there, drawing Hulk when Hulk was nasty gray again. Newswatch Marvel trivia quiz. Uh-oh. I think it's time for some trivia. Hey, you're watching 757 Hustle Show. My name is George. So we just picked up this Marvel Age book from issue 63 from 1988. We were flipping through it and we found there's some Marvel trivia quiz. So why not take this Marvel trivia quiz together? Here we go. I'll try to put it up so you can read it on the camera. These troops want me bad. I wish why. Holy terror. Why me? These were the first published words of which X-Men? These troops want me bad. There we go. These troops want me bad. I wish I knew why. Holy terror. Why me? These were the first published words of what X-Men? Hmm. These troops want me bad. I wish I knew why. Holy terror. Why me? These were the first published words of what X-Men? All right. So that sounds something Rogue would say. Hey, sugar. Banshee. These troops want me bad. I wish I knew why. Holy terror. I don't know. I don't think Banshee would say that. Or if he did, he probably have an accent. Maybe a long shot. I don't know. Lockheed the Dragon. No, no. All right. So stopping by, Madam Blaster, as always. Hello. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Just hanging out on a Saturday afternoon, going through some stuff. There's another one here. What is this? Oh, speaking of Madam, I think you dressed up as you cosplayed as Dazzler, right? Didn't you cosplay as Dazzler or Rogue? Right? I know you did Rogue. Because question number 2 was Dazzler made her Marvel Comics debut in was it Dazzler number 1, Amazing Spider-Man, X-Men, or the Night Nurse? Dazzler made her comic debut. That's pretty cool, man. That's some old school Marvel trivia right there for the magazine. Straight out of their magazine. Yes, Madam Blaster. She cosplayed as I think all of them. I think she's done Dazzler, Power Girl, Wonder Woman, Olive Oil from Popeye. I think that's the best one she does when she does Olive Oil from Popeye. Yeah. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Which X-Men would you consult for a quick seminar in archaeology? Archaeology. Wait, I can't read that. I'm bouncing. Storm, Psylocke, Havoc, or Iceman. This is like some deep. This is deep comic book trivia right here, man. Definitely some truth. Yeah, so this was awesome. So the reason why, like I said before, I got this off of Angel Hunter from Whatnot. Check them out. The reason why I got it is because this Marvel had an '80s pilot of an X-Men cartoon. It was called The Pride of the X-Men. Didn't go nowhere. I actually bought it years ago, and I've never seen any publication or connection between Marvel Comics and that actual cartoon. So I think it's pretty cool, man. So, oh yeah, look. Unfortunately, Wolverine does have an Australian accent. Oh, look at that! I predicted an early Hugh Jackman. Yeah, Wolverine's supposed to be Canadian, and in this cartoon, he's got a heavy, heavy Australian accent. So, had the Juggernauts in it. It's got a bunch of villains. Look at that. Rogue looking, Storm looking sexy like always. Madam, if you there, would you ever cosplay anything that has a mohawk? Or have you done any cosplay that requires a mohawk like that? There you go. Here you go. Some retro Marvel age inserting some comic in their comic. Look at that. Stan Lee. Stan Lee will write an article. Hello, true believers. Yeah. Stan the Man Lee autograph. But can I say this in an official autograph? Right? It's in the magazine. Black Panther, the man, the myth. Nick Fury versus Shield. So white Nick Fury. Not Samuel Jackson. It's a white Nick Fury, man. Calm down. Little Wizards. That's right. That's right. There is a movie about this comic book. Dracula had a whole comic book, and they made an animated movie. I found it. It's on YouTube. I got to go back and finish watching it. I remember falling asleep to it. See, it was in '76. Dracula. What are these? The Wuzzles? What were these called? The Wuzzles, right? Check it out, man. The battle of the century. Superman versus the amazing Spider-Man. There is nothing this kid can do to hurt this guy. Nothing. I don't even need to read I don't even need to read it, bro. There you go for all you fanatics out there. The son of Satan, Doctor Strange. Yeah, price guides. How much was this book worth back in the day? Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man. $3 in mint condition. $3 in mint condition. Comics used to be cheap back in the day. Incredible Hulk, full article. Man, I should read this one. I love reading. I used to love reading. Oh man, here you go. Look at that beautiful She-Hulk right there. Oh, look, there are the answers. What was answer A? One was C, right? One was C. Hold on. What was the question for one? One was long shot. It was long shot. How about that? This is awesome. Look at him. It's got all the heights. All these characters that I'm showing are in this cartoon. That is awesome. So we got Magneto, Dazzler, White Queen, Cyclops, the Blob, Juggernaut, Professor X, Colossus, Toad, Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Pyro, Storm, and Kitty Pryde. Pretty cool, man. That's a cool Madam, this if you're there, man, next one for you. She-Hulk. Slab on that green paint and do She-Hulk. Look at that. Easy, 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 easy. Get a green wig, a green bathing suit, and just green paint. Easy one to go. And flex. Oh, look at them. Shows the back of that. What they look like. Storm, you naughty. Ah, Nightcrawler's taking a poop. Got Wolverine, the Blob, Magneto. What's it say? Register now. That's wild, man. Yeah, I definitely had it. I had to get this book. All right, let me put it back in the plastic. Let me put it away. I watched this pilot, that cassette. I watched it so many times. I like know it word for word. It's good, man. It's very energetic and it's got passion and acting. All right, I hit my mark. So that was everything. I think that's everything we picked up, right? I got the books. Here's a little replay, right? For the girls. We got this for the granddaughters. Welcome to the 80s. Picked up a Ross Rainbow Bright. So definitely a cool score. Cool looking. She's like 40 years. Pop pop. Why is he giving me something old? 40. I'm gonna be like, oh, this is vintage, man. I'm gonna tell that little bitch. I'm like, this is vintage, man. Also, we found was this Ross? Yeah. Also, we found another gift, right? $35 for 18.99. You know how much everybody loves a sale. Look at that. Care Bear, the original guy, Tenderheart. So I'm gonna tell them this is vintage stuff. Look at that. Oh, he got good fur. He got good fur. Yeah, you like that? Stop it. You like that? Stop it. Stop it. Now, if you're trying to get your kids into He-Man, God bless you. God help you. But King Hiss, man, Turtles of Grayskull. Yeah, if you didn't know, Ninja Turtles and He-Man had a crossover last year. They had comic books, which we'll be covering on the channel, and they had a whole toy line. So look at that. Look at that packaging. Masters of the Universe, Nickelodeon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's King Hiss right there. He usually goes for you can find them at Walmarts and Targets. Look at that, $20 for 12.99. Definitely a good deal. Definitely a cool looking gift, man. Even if the kids, if your kid's a tonto, he don't know nothing. Like oh wow, just looking at that snake looking thing, that looks badass. If I was a dummy, I'd be like, is that the body? Does the snake eat those body parts? That's what I would think. That's what I would tell him. I'm like, hey, little Timmy, I got this for you. Merry Christmas. What is it? Oh yeah, it's a snake, man. Look at it. The snake eats the body parts. The head's rolling around. Look at that. The head's already rolling around. Son of a bitch. The head's rolling around. So definitely check that out. Also, Ross. This one definitely pretty cool for all you artists out there who wants to maybe inspire somebody else, or maybe you just want to inspire somebody. Maybe this might be in the right direction. I don't know, but we're gonna be checking this one out also, mate. 64 pages project book. So it's a big, heavy book. There's stuff in there. Includes look at that. Yeah, it's mostly paper, probably. Yeah, but it's a guide. You know what I'm saying? It's a guide. It's a team effort. You can just put a piece of paper in front of somebody. They're like, "Hey, what am I supposed to do with this?" But now I got panels. Stickers, stuff to know how to draw. This one's definitely a cool looking book. I package gift. Can't wait to open this sucker. So, All right. Well, I think that's about it. I'm about to jump off. I am hungry. You've been watching 757 Hustle Show. My name is George. Yeah, I got the books there. Maybe we'll bag a few books. Let's bag a few books before I go. I got 10 more minutes. I got 10 minutes on the clock. I'm gonna bag a few more books. Oh, who remembers this guy? I remember this guy. Should we Google? Hold on. All right. So I'm gonna back this one. I remember picking this one. Used to be in we used to call it 103rd Street. I read the hell out of this book, man. I think like the second book is Venom, but let's put him in some new plastic. Oh my god, you put them in the new plastic. It's they look brand spanking new, man. I know the camera doesn't give it justice, but definitely. Hey man, check out the interviews if you're new here. If you're still watching, if you're watching on the replay, thank you for sticking around. Like and subscribe in the comments. Uh, check out the stuff we got in the past. We got a lot of if you're into toys, we got a lot of toy videos. If you're into just comic books, we got a lot of comic book material. If you like long format interviews, we have them also, man. So we just recently had Ray Lum. Oh, that's sweet. Boom. That looks brand new. All right, who's next? Look at this. Busted. Look at that. All busted up. Now, this is the book that got me addicted to Marvel. Yeah, man. That's my original one right there. Look at that. This thing has been, I think, to South America with me. There is no greater picture. There is no greater comic book cover than this one right here from Marvel. All right. This is, I don't think any Marvel, I'm claiming it right now. I don't think there's any better cover of a comic book than this one right here. Nope. This has to be number one. It's got almost every character, hot character at that time in their classic look. Oh, yeah. I don't care what list you have. Marvel Secret Wars number one. There is no greater cover than this. Oh my god! I just put it in new plastic. Oh, it looks so freaking sweet. I love this baby. I love that book. Okay, this one I did already. We did these last time, right? Remember we did the Avengers JLA. Remember we did Spider Man and the Sons of Tiger. I still need to get to this dude's book, Mark Spears. I finally got some Scotty Young artwork. I need to go review, and I need to go check out read some Mark Spears. Everybody's talking about this cat, Mark Spears, Mark Spears, Mark Spears. Oh, we got a Spawn book right here. Look at that Spawn. McFarlane, man. Let me tell you something. Back in the day, McFarlane was no joke. Back in the day, McFarlane after me. Huh? Spawn. Okay, that looks badass. Let's wrap this guy up. Where my plastics go? Spawn is trying to make a comeback. I don't know. Do you think Spawn has a chance to make a comeback, or has he spawned out? Look at that, Spawn number 8. That's a nice looking book right there. Classic McFarlane. Yeah, reminds you of somebody else from Forest Hills, Queens, that poses like that, right? I'm not Peter Parker. I'm not Peter Parker. Look at this baby right here. I had this poster on my wall. There was no text, no letters, no nothing. It was just the artwork, just straight up artwork. Wolverine versus Cap. I never had the book. I never had the book. I read it once when I finally got this, and this was the actual copy I got when I finally got this book. And I don't remember what happens. I definitely got to check this out and make a video on this. I mean, it's Wolverine versus Captain America. Ah, it's my favorite artist, man. Mike Zeck. Oh, it's such in good shape too. I can't believe this was in good shape. Well, yeah, I guess so. Since I've only read it once, but I think I gotta get this. I would love to see. I don't know if Alex Ross did a rendition of this or not. Can you imagine an Alex Ross version of this? Oof. 1986, Captain America Annual number 8, $1.25, 40 pounds for the Brits. I know it's nice to have stuff that has some value and stuff like that. I never really cared for how much a book is, you know. I've had some books that are valuable, but they never meant anything to me personally, and I've gotten rid of them. But like something like this, nah, man. This guy, especially since it was my poster, you know. I mean, this was on my wall. This poster was on my wall until my wife made me take it down. Seriously, what you gonna do? But yeah, man, look at that. Speaking of Captain America, check it out. Check out this Falcon baby. This guy needs some love, man. This guy's been hanging on to that wall in this big ass plastic. Look at this. Look at this. Ah, we're gonna protect you. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. We're gonna protect you. Put my man Sam in a new rap, baby. Come on. All right. Pretty cool. Look at the back. Advertisement for Return of the Jedi. Death Star Battle video game cartridge. Zero RO approaching. Skilled rebel pilot needed to battle Death Star. Fa, 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 for the Atari 2600. Oh, look at the Falcon. The Falcon looks so good now. Yeah, so it was cool finding that stuff at Ross. Look at this. Actually, I'll do a different one. We'll save this for another time. Look at this savage. Look at this savage I was, right? I got Batman. If you know what the story is, you know what the story is. But look what I got for a backing board. Look at this magazine. Holy moly. I think they make Trojans out of this. That's thick as rubber. What's wrong with me? Let me get one more out of here. We'll do this one. Here we go. Marvel Comics versus DC, the showdown of the century. Let me get one. Let me put this guy in a book and I'm out of here. Does it fit? Looks kind of thick book. Oh, yeah. And there you have it. Look at that. That one looks good. Falcon looks good. Captain America Annual versus Wolverine looks good. Spawn looks hot. This red is popping. These are my babies. These are my babies. These are like my babies. You know what I'm saying? Spawn. I don't remember when I got this. This was through my life. I missed out when this originally came out, but I ended up picking it up. Falcon I picked up throughout my journey. This was a little more modern, but there you go, man. Books, comics, toys, Rainbow Bright cameras. I gotta go get some coffee. It was been fun hanging out with you on a Saturday afternoon. Maybe I'll jump on live tonight. I don't know. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you for stopping by. As always, say hello in the comments. If you made it all the way to the end, hashtag giveaway. Hashtag giveaway in the comments in replay, and you might win something. My name is George. You've been watching the 757 Hustle Show. I'll talk to everybody soon. Peace. Hope you do